welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to go over a non-biased review of the Dragon Girl drop yesterday. Now, in this video, you're going to hear the good, the bad, and the ugly, but most importantly, you're going to get nothing but honesty. Now, with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, click the bell notification icon so you can stay up to date on all my recent videos. Remember, guys, nothing that you see in this video is financial advice. So always make sure to do your own research. And before I continue, pause the video, click the link in my description, and join the Telegram group. This is where you're going to be able to stay up to date on all our latest updates, crypto gems, under the radar gems, and more. So, Dragon Girl by Simone Legno. Now, first things first, I'm going to go over something that's quite a good thing for all of us, is that this drop actually sold out within 12 minutes, right? So this was incredible. The community is definitely strong. I did manage to get my hands on a few NFTs. So we first managed to get our hands on the Dragon Girl Golden Pink. Now, obviously, this is not something I actually plan to keep, right? This is something that I plan to resell, as you guys would have saw with my video yesterday, because I have spare gems in my wallet and I want to be able to boost it in an efficient manner. I'd rather put it to work. So I managed to buy one of these, which is now on the auction. And then I managed to buy one of these, which I did plan to sell as well on the auction, but I think I'm going to keep it. And then, of course, I managed to get a rare, right? I did miss out on this ultra rare. Now, before I continue, the funniest thing happened, right? So I went on the app, and this is what I went for first. But it was a bit slow. And I was like to myself, you know what? I do not want to risk missing out on the rare or the others just for this one, right? So I decided to just go back, and then obviously I went for this one. Now, before I get into it, we are having we're still having teething issues, but to be honest with you, personally, from my perspective, it wasn't as bad as before. So I was able to get on the app. The app didn't freeze, although I've actually never been locked out of the app, just because I've been using that strategy that I told you guys about, I believe a month ago, or maybe 2 months ago, a strategy that you can use to almost buy any NFT that you like on the market. So I was using that strategy. So I've never been actually locked out. However, it's typically very slow, or for example, I had to reserve this almost 3 times, right, before it actually went through, right? It failed. What it said, error once. The other time it said reserving, and then all of a sudden nothing happened. Basically, I had to go back and restart the process. Now, before I continue, when this happens, guys, the goal is not to give up, right? You keep going until it either says sold out or you get one. Those are the 2 main things that should be your mentality, right? Just because you reserve it and it fails or something along those lines happens, it does not matter. You keep trying until it's either sold out or you get what you desire, right? So we are still having that issue, those issues. However, it wasn't as bad as before. So even though it's still an issue, and I know many people said they couldn't even get onto the app anymore, or they got that error, when they tried to reserve that error thing, and then it came out. I know how frustrating this, must be. And the ECOMI team, if you're watching this, you need to fix this. This is the first thing that you need to fix, because again, even though it worked, it was quite smooth for me personally. It was actually one of the best buying experiences on the app, just because of how smooth it was. But for other people, it wasn't like that. So, do keep that in mind and try your best to try and fix that, because of course it's just super frustrating, right? And one thing that we have to keep into account of, guys, we've now got over 250,000 users on the app. For it to be smoother than it was before, when we had less users, means that they are actually actively trying to work things out. Now, one thing I will say is, in terms of the price, I spoke about the price before in the other video. It is a series 1. I think the price is pretty fair, to be honest with you. A pretty decent listing price. for all the NFTs at the moment, to be honest with you. I mean, 89.99, I believe 99 is one of their higher end prices, and of course there's only 8,800 editions, so that's to be expected. But I would just say, in future, try your best to, number one, be on the app early, right? So I'm gonna go try be on the app at least 10 to 15 minutes before. Try to make sure that your internet connection is great. Please make sure that your gems are already loaded up in your wallet, so you don't have to spend time faffing around. Also, as I said to you guys before yesterday in a video, know what you're trying to buy, right? If you know what you're trying to buy, you're gonna have less issues, right? Because you're gonna know the price and you're gonna know exactly what you want. So you can, you're competing with, people buying, the NFT that you actually want, rather than logging on. And let's say you do have your gems loaded up, but logging on, trying to figure out, okay, do I get the ultra rare? Do I get the rare? Which one do I get, right? And many people, did do this, right? They tried to get the super ultra rare as well. I was one of them, but I quickly, realized, you know what? I did come here for the rare. I always said, I really, really wanted a rare, and an ultra rare as well. But of course, why would I risk this selling out and then losing this as well? So you do have to know what you're gonna buy. But overall, guys, to be honest with you, this is one of the smoothest buying experiences for me using the ECOMI app. And I was on there when it was freezing. I mean, it was not a good experience. Personally, this has been a good experience, but I do see your comments and I do understand that a lot of people, did struggle with that. And, even people I know, they said the exact same thing. So I know, how tough it must be, and I hope they can fix that soon. But overall, guys, there is an improvement. So I'm going to have to give them, 3 stars for the out of 5. I think I'll give them 3. You know, Okay, 2.5. 2.5. We'll give them 2.5 this time, guys. But they are improving. And also, before we wrap up the video, this is the future of ECOMI. Let's just have a look at this. And this is why, guys, this is going to be, or what this ECOMI will likely be one of the, the most successful NFT projects of the decade, in my opinion. This is just incredible. But yeah, guys, more updates to come. I hope you enjoyed this brief review. And with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, seize the day.